Growing asparagus, a home gardener's guide. Asparagus is a delicious and rewarding perennial vegetable to grow in your home garden. Unlike annual crops that need replanting each year, asparagus spears emerge from the same plant for many years. With proper care, an asparagus bed can provide harvests for 15 to 20 years, making it a worthwhile investment of time and effort. Asparagus plants consist of underground crowns and roots and above-ground ferns. The spears we eat are actually young shoots that emerge from the crown. Allowing some spears to grow into ferns is crucial for the plant's health. These ferns photosynthesize, providing energy to the crown for future spear production. Selecting the right asparagus variety is essential for success. Jersey Knight is a popular all-male hybrid known for its high yield and disease resistance. Mary Washington is an older, reliable variety that performs well in many regions. Consider your local climate and disease pressures when making your choice. Asparagus needs a sunny location with well-drained soil. Avoid areas where water tends to pool, as this can lead to root rot. Asparagus prefers a slightly acidic to neutral soil pH, ideally between 6.5 and 7.0. Before planting, amend the soil with plenty of organic matter, such as compost or well-rotted manure. This will improve drainage, fertility, and water retention. Remove any rocks, weeds, or debris from the planting area. Asparagus is typically planted from 1-year-old crowns. These can be purchased from nurseries or online retailers. Plant crowns in early spring as soon as the soil can be worked. Dig trenches that are 6 to 8 inches deep and 12 inches wide. Space the trenches about 4 feet apart. Place the crowns in the trench, spacing them 12 to 18 inches apart. Cover the crowns with 2 to 3 inches of soil. As the spears emerge, gradually fill in the trench until it is level with the surrounding soil. Consistent watering is important, especially during the first year. Keep the soil consistently moist, but not waterlogged. Once established, asparagus is relatively drought-tolerant. Fertilize asparagus in early spring and again after the harvest season. Use a balanced fertilizer, such as 10-10-10, or a fertilizer specifically formulated for vegetables. Follow the instructions on the fertilizer package. Weeds can compete with asparagus for nutrients and water. Regularly remove weeds by hand or with a hoe. Mulching around the plants can help suppress weed growth and conserve moisture. Asparagus is generally resistant to pests and diseases. However, asparagus beetles can sometimes be a problem. These beetles feed on the spears and ferns. Handpicking the beetles or using insecticidal soap can help control infestations. Fungal diseases, such as rust, can also affect asparagus. Ensure good air circulation around the plants and avoid overhead watering to minimize the risk of disease. Do not harvest any spears during the first year after planting. This allows the plants to establish a strong root system. In the second year, you can harvest lightly for a few weeks. In subsequent years, you can harvest for a longer period, typically 6 to 8 weeks. Harvest spears when they are 6 to 8 inches tall and before the tips begin to open. Snap or cut the spears off at ground level. After the harvest season, allow the remaining spears to grow into ferns. These ferns will nourish the crown for the following year's harvest. In late fall or early winter, after the ferns have turned brown, cut them back to ground level. To extend a harvest season, try planting different varieties with varying maturity dates. You can also use row covers to warm the soil in early spring and encourage earlier spear production. Freshly harvested asparagus is a culinary delight. It can be steamed, roasted, grilled, or added to soups and salads. Enjoy the fruits of your labor and savor the delicious flavor of homegrown asparagus.